Hey everybody. I wanted to do another quick musings on the move. Some things happened recently and it just kind of stuck out to me. In life, as we develop, as we get more education, as we interact with people, have life experiences, our opinions and our thoughts change. Things that we believe change. We've all experienced this. And I think one of the most detrimental things that I have experienced in this regard, and I'm sure that many of you have as well, is the reaction of those closest to you, those that love you, that feel, that still hold to the things that you've turned away from. And of course this happens a lot in Christianity, or certainly just in religion in general, but even could be things scientific, or things that just general beliefs academically, or opinions, political opinion, any of these things. People can very easily become hurt, become offended, and they don't know how to react to it. And this causes, obviously causes pain on both sides. And so I just want to kind of wanted to muse for a minute about this, because this happened to me recently, and as many of you know, if you've seen any of our videos, my opinions on the biblical text, on God, have developed in the past, particularly in the past 10 years. So I suppose what I would say is, for those of you that are going through this sort of thing, and I guess I understand, we've all been on the other side, right? We've been on the other side. We've watched people that have left positions that we've held dear, and it's frustrating to us. We don't understand why they no longer see the truth as we see it, and it can hurt. We begin to question, do we really understand things correctly? And so, I guess I empathize. I can understand, the point of view of the person that feels like they're being left, their tradition, their thoughts are being abandoned, and the turmoil that can cause. It's difficult. But, I guess what I would say is, from this side, from the side of the person that has decided to say, I no longer believe this, or I believe differently, it can be very painful, frankly, and at least frustrating, because there's this implication, and sometimes it's not an implication, sometimes it's just said outright, that we don't know enough, or that we've been given misinformation, or we're just flat out wrong, we're in error for leaving, for example, a particular doctrine, or a particular faith, a belief system. Not only is it offensive, but there's irony involved in it, because, arguably the motivation of the person, who's telling you that you're wrong for leaving this particular belief, ostensibly their motivation is to keep you from leaving, to bring you back into the proverbial fold. And the irony of it is that oftentimes these strong reactions, these "you're wrong, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you believe, you've been misled," even to say things like Satan has blinded your eyes in religious contexts, or you've become an educated fool. These sorts of vitriolic accusations, frankly, they act to subvert, they work against you. They work against the idea of bringing somebody like me back, because you're driving that person away even further. I would just say, from both sides, on the side of the person that has left, let's say, the faith, try to empathize with the person that has left the faith, try to empathize with the person that feels abandoned and is questioning perhaps what they believe, and understand their concern. And more perhaps more specifically to the person that has been left or that feels like they've been abandoned. Just remember, oftentimes these strong reactions, these accusatory reactions, can work against you and can work against what you're trying to do. And so I would suggest that you do two things. One, continue to love and care for and support the person. If your beliefs are structured this way, pray for them. But at the same time, I suspect that it's prudent to take this as a moment for self-reflection, for looking honestly at what the person has discovered or what the person has concluded, and to say, let me give this honest examination. Let me think about this, because, perhaps your position could do with some modification. Perhaps you don't understand all there is to know about that particular topic. So those are my musings from a guy that's going through this at the moment. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.